me hold on here. You guys, if I cut out or this film is extremely choppy, make sure to let me know. Someone raise a hand or something, or give me a little signal. But Drew, I appreciate you letting me on here, man. This is great what you guys are doing during this quarantine time. This is good to get guys on and talk ball, which is always fun. But you asked me to talk on some play action pass we do here at NDSU. I'm going to hopefully get through 3 concepts we do all of our power game. So I'll just hop right into it here. There's going to be a bunch of shift trade motion. Most of these are going to be out of 21 personnel, some 13, some 22. You get a little bit of everything. So first off here, this is what we're going to call our load set dimes out of 21 here. So I'll go to the end zone first, kind of see the protection. So what we're going to do is the quarterback is, first off, he's really going to read the boundary safety on this play. All of his reads for the most part are going to be done pre-snap. He's going to get his eyes really the 22 here and see how this guy is going to move pre-snap. And then, once he gets off his mesh and snaps his eyes, he's going to try to find that guy. But really, it's going to be off corner leverage, and a lot of it's going to be done pre-snap before we go there. So when he pulls it, we go back here. Our left guard is going to what Coach Blazek calls a sickle pull here, get back, and they're really going to look for first thing off the tight end or off the fullback's ass here. Okay, so he wants to square up this defender. Our fullback, 44 here, is going to sprint to the C gap, okay, as if he's kicking out the power. Okay, he's going to sprint there, but he's going to block the C gap now. Okay, and then our guard is clearly going to fit off of that. We tag, that's the load part of the play. We're going to tag the set for our quarterback to set up in the pocket. If you go back now to our left tackle, when he's got a shade there, he can really just step down and then just kind of focus on his man to that side. If he's going to have a 3 there, he may hold down a little farther and hinge a little harder down there to help on the 3 tech for the center to get back. But for the most part of the shade, he's going to step down and then just focus on that 5 there. Okay, our tight end here. Sorry, I'll stay with the running back here. Our running back is going to step off the midline, and he is going to be downhill, and his responsibility is front side A to back side A. And any leaking color he is going to handle in there. He is not going to have any check release at all in this play. He needs to press the heels of the offensive lineman because, as you can see, our quarterback is going to set up on this one. He does not want to get in there if the quarterback has to step up in the pocket. So he needs to hug the heels of the offensive lineman. I'm going to go back to the wide here for you guys. So we zoom across on this and get our receiver set here. It's going to be 12-yard, what we call dimes, 12 back to 10. Pretty simple. Again, he's really working off of corner's leverage here and being off to the field. This corner of the boundary is giving a little different look here. So he's going to take his shot to the field. Our tight end wants to be, ball in the middle of the field, right around the hash or just outside the hash, getting vertical. Okay, ball's on a hash. He wants to be 2 yards inside that hash, but he wants to get width if we're on a hash to not make an awkward throw for that quarterback. Okay, similar thing now. We'll go to the end zone first. Okay, so this one's a little different now. 19 coming in here. Our fullback had to take really most dangerous. At this point, we're probably, if 19 ended up coming, we're going to be a guy short. But, that's part of play action pass and him have to honor the pass there. The one thing receiver-wise we're going to teach after every single time is you got to finish with a stiff arm. And this is what we practice every single day. And the finish there for these guys. But if it's press coverage, we're going to take that one-on-one. He's got to sell vertical. Get that guy's hips to open up, and then either throw by technique or just snap down out of it. And our guys, we're not working back to the quarterback at a 45. We are right back down our stem, okay? Unfortunately, sometimes what happens is we come right back down and we'll catch this thing at 6 yards. So we want to get out of it, but if they're going to be off, we want to tempo back, hopefully that throw is going to be on time for us, and we're not going to catch that thing at, 6 to 8 yards. We want to get a first down off this play. Okay, so we'll jump to this thing. When we jump, we're looking to snap that football as soon as we possibly can. Not those guys get set. This is a really good job by our tight end here, getting a little bit of width. And same thing, you can see this is a pretty easy look for the quarterback. If you're going off what I said earlier, where he's going to ID here, boundary safety. This is probably where Trey could have taken this one to the boundary. Okay, you got a lower safety to the field. Boundary safety is showing movement to the middle of the field. They're going to roll to a 3 look. Could take the easy boundary throw. This is early in the season, for a freshman, so he's still getting used to those reads. But man, this is still easy throw, easy play on first down. First or second down plays was huge for us this year. You can see again our left tackle here with a shade, just going to give hand presence there. Don't even be a little quicker out to his guy, his defender. Okay, the thing is, if we're going to get 2 off the edge on this play, we are going to have our guard take the widest guy, and then our tailback, it needs to track the second guy off the edge since he's not checking out. Okay, different little shift here. We'll stem to this thing. Exact same thing. Snap. We're gonna shift trader motion there. Okay, tight end gets caught a little bit here on his release and is trying to get back for width. Does a decent job to not make that a tough throw for the quarterback. But again, with teams where we're going to run power and sell on running the football, these guys got to put guys in the box and just opens up for our guys on the perimeter to make plays where they're going to play man or play off. Which towards the end of the year we started to see a lot of, just because we had a couple of guys that can stretch the field. It just makes easy completions for our quarterback. Okay, getting pressure. Saying this is a true gap scheme protection. Our guys will at times point out combos, but it's truly a gap scheme protection here. So in this situation, our fullback does a good job, and then our guard actually should be looking out for 34 here if that guy's going to be coming off the edge. Okay, kind of more in a bang here. Still sets down, and our tackle does a decent job. Just let him run the hoop. Last one. Okay, we're going to jump in and shift our receiver at the same time. We'll float this thing across. Same thing. Now we got low safety to the field, boundaries in the middle of the field. Pretty easy look. This is where we progress from, game 3 to game, 9, and the quarterback just taking his easy throw into the boundary now. All right, I'm going to skip through a couple of these as we get to the other ones. Okay, so our next one, we're going to call this off Texas. Okay, so our receiver up top is going to have a post. Okay, our tight end on the top is going to have what we call a basic. So our basic is going to be a 12-yard dig, essentially. Against man, he's got to run out in zone. He's got to sit down and find a window. So to the field or to the boundary here with number 1, we can tag anything to that thing. A lot of times we'll tag a 14, which is going to be he can beat the guy deep, beat him deep. If the guy is playing over the top, you can shut it down at 14 yards to a comeback. Okay, so this is a great compliment off this. Exact same protection. Everything's just a different route concept. So you can see the receiver up top does a really good job of getting that kid's hip turn against Butler. They didn't want to get beat all game, so we knew we could get them their hips turned and tone to the top, and he does a great job adjusting the football here. Tight end up top. Is he going to see this man coverage look here? He's got to run out of this thing. Okay, but the quarterback's going to read. If that safety is going to sit and play the tight end, we're going to take this shot over the top. Okay, if not, we're in a true zone look. He's going to bang the tight end, which you'll see here in a little bit. And you can see our receiver on the bottom is just going to take off and try to beat deep. And if he wants to take that easy access and man coverage, he's got the ability to do so. Same thing. One thing, the running back here could probably step up in the pocket, stay on the heel line a little more here. Really good job by his center. Feeling that, knowing he's got help to his backside, but keeping his eyes on 47 or any secondary pressure that may be coming for his responsibility, and then going looking for work. Good job by 11 tracking the football there. Okay, same thing we got. We'll jump to this thing now with our tight end. Okay, so he will have the basic, the dig. A boundary receiver will have the post. Does a really good job in his jab release here of getting this corner threatened outside, getting back inside. Okay, the one thing here, our tight end, felt that safety come off the edge. So he didn't run he just thought he'd be wide open, okay, with that other safety saying hi on that side. So he didn't run his basic. Kind of screws up the read for the quarterback. Also, we get a little pressure here by that secondary guy. Our guard's got to see that thing and get going, knowing that he's got help to his inside there with the running back being there. He wants to try to square that guy up. He gets flushed. Obviously, doesn't turn to a great play. Good. Fullback's got to threaten that thing as if he's running power. Just get going as quick as possible. Same thing to the boundary here. Tag to 14 on the top. Same exact play. Okay, obviously they don't give anyone responsible here for our tight end. Shuts it down. What we do here is in a post, if you're going to get heavy inside leverage, we're just going to take that thing vertical. We're not going to worry about trying to cross face. We'll just turn to a vertical. And then our tight end gives his best move here. Just tries to run over the defender. All that space. Frozen up here. We'll keep it going. Okay, so we tag now on the bottom. This was a miscommunication. This is a 2-minute kind of last play of the half. We tagged a stutter down here. Good job here. We end up screwing up and being on the wrong page with the quarterback. But really up top, you can see again, that safety is going to play the tight end. Let's take a shot at the top to number 1. Gets the corners, hips turn. Does a good job. We just had a miscommunication on the other side. Okay, let me get to, here we go. Okay, now we're going just your basic sail concept. Okay, so our tight end here down to the boundary is going to be on the 12 to 14 yard out. Our fullback is going to sail power. Okay, same exact thing. He's got to bluff the see get the guy he'll be kicking out to the flats. We're going to be vertical here by the receiver on the boundary, and then we're going to have a over by the receiver at the top of the screen. Okay, our running back here is going to check A to A. And then if not, he's going to get out, as you can see here, down the numbers and hash on the backside. Okay, the difference between the pulls here is a true sickle. He's going to get wide, and he's going to aim for the far armpit of the end man line scrimmage. Doesn't do a great job here. Obviously, our quarterback kind of gets pulled up a little bit. But we're going to read this thing low to high. If we got leverage, take it right now on our fullback, and does a great job, just turns nothing into something there. See fullback trying to, no one's there really for the see get the kick out, but attempting to bluff and get flat. He wants to be no deeper than 3 yards, can't drift on that thing, and wants to hold his speed his entire time out to the flats. Okay, if we're on a slot formation. Okay, now we'll have, our slot receiver on the 12 to 14 yard out. Fullback has the same responsibility, MOR by the receiver up top. Good job by our guard here, getting out, chasing that farm armpit, turning it back. Good throw by 5 here on the deep out. Okay, on the backside, again, there's one guy backside. He is going to have the over. Okay, 12-yard over. Couple more examples quick here. This is one where we want to take this like right now. 5's got to be ready to throw that football right now. Okay, if you got leverage, take it. He holds on to that thing, and then it's gone. This is a tough play to run down here, but it's a play that we're looking to get really probably to our fullback right now or the backside drag. Okay, different personnels. More of a heavier thing, but you can see heavier personnel here, but you can see he's got leverage. Number 4 here is still tracking this thing to the flats, but he has leverage taken now. We'll turn it up and have a 8 to 10 yard gain. A little different shift trade motion. 22 personnel starting to, all those tight ends out wide. We'll reduce them inside, still get to our same formation. Good job by our guard here again, reaching that outside armpit. Now it's just a poor throw. Here, but we have it. And then our complement off of that. Let me get to it quick. I don't take too much time up here. So what we'll do off of this thing now is we'll put instead of having the backside, over out drag route, we'll put him across and then send him vertical. We'll just tag him on a double move, and then we'll go back to our set where our quarterback is going to set up in the pocket. And same rules as that first concept I showed you, where the guard is now going to try to square up that end man line of scrimmage. The fullback will stay in. He'll sell the over, put a foot in the ground. Now we get vertical. Okay. Guys, I appreciate it. Same as the first two speakers. If you guys have any questions, Drew can share my email, and I'm more than willing to reach out to you guys and go through some of this stuff as well. But I appreciate you guys' time, and enjoy the night.